So a few things to release our tension around our thoracic area. You can sit cross-legged or on your heels depending on how your pelvis is. You can sit on a cushion to lift your pelvis whilst we're in these seated positions. So take an inhale, reach your arms up, grab hold of that left wrist and just twist over to the right. So we're trying to release the side body. And then grab hold of that right wrist, bring it over to the left. Breathing whilst you're in this pose, nice and slowly. Come back up to centre, drop your right hand behind you, left hand to right knee. Depending on how much space baby's given you, you can always bring your left hand to your left knee. To just twist the torso gently, don't crank your head round. And then come round to the left, so left hand behind you, right hand to left knee or right knee. Again, don't crank your head round, you're just twisting the torso round. Come back to centre, interlace your hands behind your back and draw them down to the earth to open up the front of your chest. And then release. While seated, interlace your hands in front and push into your shoulder blades. So you're creating a little bit of a curve. And then your palms are going to go out and you're going to reach up and then draw those elbows out to the side. Remembering to breathe the whole time. Interlace your hands in front, push into your shoulder blades, flip those palms out, reach up, and then cactus arms out. So keep your elbows in line with your shoulder. One more. Interlace, push into those shoulders. Flip those palms out. Reach up. Cactus arms out. So you're trying to draw your shoulder blades down as you do this. And then gently release. Coming into all fours. So keep your hips over your knees. You're going to just walk your hands forward. So you're just dipping your chest down. This is puppy pose. Or melting your chest into the earth. So if your shoulders are tight, you might be only here, or you might be able to get all the way down and rest your head down. Again, keeping that breath nice and slow as you just sink in to that pose. Melt your chest down to the earth. Staying here for as long as you need to. Next, going to bring your right hand out to the side, thumb facing down. Sweep that hand up in between your shoulder blades. Left hand, going to hold on to that elbow. And you're just going to push that hand up in between your shoulders. So you can stay here, or you can reach this left arm up to see if you can hook onto your fingers. If not, just hold onto your t-shirt and lift your heart up. If you can, interlace your fingers, just fingertips touching, hook together. A little side bend over to the right. Come back up. Release those hands. Left hand, thumb down, sweeping up in between your shoulder blades. Reach that right hand to hold onto that elbow to push it up a little bit more. You might find you can reach your fingers on one side and not the other, or you can hold your t-shirt. Right hand up, lift your heart, holding onto your t-shirt, or you can get a dressing gown cord and just hold that to lift that chest. And then release. Back into a tabletop position, and you're just going to push into your shoulders. Keep that small of that back nice and flat, and then come to a flat back. Don't tilt your pelvis. Take an inhale, push into your shoulders, really getting into that rib cage, and then relax your chest. One more, push into those shoulders. And then release. Opening up your left arm, open up your chest. You're going to sweep it underneath that right arm and come to rest on that outside of that left shoulder. Again, if your shoulders are tight, you might not be able to get down to the floor. You can rest your head, keep your hand in front of your face, or reach your right arm up and try and find the left side of your back or your left thigh to open up your chest. And then bring that right hand back to that tabletop position. On the other side, open up that left chest. Sweep it underneath that right arm. Right arm up. Open up your chest. Sweep it underneath your left, resting on the outside of that shoulder. Sink into the outside of that right shoulder. Try and rest your head. If not, keep that left hand in front of your face or up and over to find the small of your back or reach around. So trying to open up that chest. And then releasing that hand, coming back up. If you have got a dressing gown cord or a jumper, grab hold of that. This is just a simple yoga strap that you can get anywhere. And then you can just hold that behind your back to stretch out. So you can meet your hands, or you can have it wide, depending on how much room you have in your shoulders. And again, you're just pushing it down. Again, a bit like interlacing your hands. This is what you can use when you're opening up your shoulders as well. Next one we're going to do is eagle arms. So you're going to bring your right arm underneath, and you're going to try and connect your elbows. Here, depending on how much space you have, try and interlace those hands. So try and bind those hands together. And here you want to draw your elbows up, draw your chin to your chest. If that's not available to you, just hold on to your shoulders and draw that chin to your chest. If not, try and find that bind somewhere. Here you might find that you want to draw your elbows up a little bit and push your hands away to feel that around your shoulders. Gently release, left arm underneath this time. So elbow to elbow, and then see if you can find that bind. If not, hugging yourself, drawing your chin to your chest. If you've got that bind, draw those elbows up, then pull those hands away from you. Releasing that tension around the shoulders, around that chest area. And then release. Bring that right hand down, reach that left arm up and over to the side. Sweep that left arm down as you curl around. Left hand down, right arm up. Sweep that right arm down, drop that right hand, reach that left arm up. One more over to the left. Reach that right arm up. And then come back up into your tabletop position. So hips are over your knees, shoulders over your wrists. And you're just going to drop your hips down to the right, sweep them around and up to the left. So you're just circling your hips. Change direction, sweep it down. And then a little bit of weight into your wrist, circling your chest round. And then the other. Come back to a neutral spine, keep that back nice and straight. Look over your right shoulder, bring your hips around to the right. So as if you're trying to look for your hips. And then over to the left, bring your bottom around to the left, as if you're trying to look for your hips. Widen your knees, sit back, walk your hands forward into child's pose. So there should be enough room for baby to sink in between your thighs as you walk those hands forward. Walk your hands over to the left, bring your right hand on top of your left. Keep your sit bones over your heels, don't let them lift. And then slowly walk your hands over to the right, left hand on top of that right, sinking that chest down. Feeling that around your shoulders. Come back to center, walk your hands up, draw your knees together, sitting on your heels, hands to baby. Drop your shoulders down, away from your ears. Take an inhale in through the nose and sigh out of your mouth. Slowly take an inhale in. Slowly, slowly exhale out. Sigh out of your mouth. One more, inhaling in. And sigh out of your mouth.